Alright, so if we look at our site, you'll see it looks kind of junky, so we're going to do some things to try and fix it. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is actually go ahead and remove the side panel thing. I'm not a big fan of it. There's a couple ways to go about doing it. One way is to go and adjust it. So let's go here, and we're going to go to Appearance, and let's see, Appearance Editor. You know what? That will only work if I remove. Okay, we're going to do it this way. We're going to go to Appearance. We're going to go to Widgets. And that will take forever, apparently. Let's see, come on. All right, so now we're in Widgets. And right now you can see we have the sidebar section, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and we're just going to delete each one of these. So delete. All right. Okay. And delete. 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 And I should remove all of those. Now the sidebars, obviously, that's what this is here. Now, let's see, meta. Okay, still deleting. Look, categories, delete. All right, let's see. Now I'm going to try and do this first. I'm trying to remember what to do, but let's see. So delete. Okay, good. I believe that won't necessarily. I think it automatically updated. Okay, I don't think it'll necessarily remove it. I think I have to put something there. So let's just double check. I'm gonna refresh the home page here, and let's see. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. There you go. Now it's gone. All right. So that should fix it. If that doesn't, the other thing you might want to do is you add text, and you just make it blank text to it. That's the other option. So hopefully that should be good enough for that. Now, another thing I don't like is if you look on the top here, so it says home page. It's not obviously something I really want written. So I'm going to do, let's go to Pages. I also don't like the color, but we'll fix that in a second. Alright, let's see. Okay, then we're going to go to the, any of that. We're going to go to the home page. And if you remember, there was a plugin that we installed that said remove header or something like that, or remove title. We're just going to turn that on, and that will actually remove home page from there. So if you look down here, we had hide title. If I click on that and update, and go over here and the creme fraiche, it should remove the title. And now you can see that didn't do anything. Let's see. Hide title for this item. That should fix that. Alright. Maybe it's not done yet. Come on. Alright. Okay. Now let's try refreshing it. Hopefully that should remove the title. Come on. And it didn't. Okay. It removed this one, but did not remove that one, which is kind of interesting. Haven't seen that happen before. Alright, so that's kind of lame. Alright, so that defeats the purpose of having that plugin. Alright, well, we'll deal with that later. Let me see, home page. So now what we're going to do is, another thing is, if you look on the top here, you can see it says add menu. I don't have the menu item. So we're going to go ahead and add a menu. So I'm going to go to the Appearance. Actually, before we do that, let's go back to Pages real quick. Man, come on. Alright, go to Pages, and I'm just going to add like a sub page. So we're just going to create new. Or add new, sorry. Man, is it slow. Alright, come on. And I'm just going to call this one like Contact. And I'm also going to remove the title, not that it's going to make any difference. And I'm going to go to Page Builder. And we're going to add a row. Make it 1. Okay, and then I'll add a widget, and I'll just make it arbitrary text, and then I'll edit this, and hopefully we get some stuff up here. Alright, and we will just add some text here. So I'm just going to say contact us, just so that I have something, and done, and I will publish that. Okay, I just want to have another page so you can see how to do the menu. Alright, and we're waiting on it to publish. Okay, alright, so that's good. Okay, so now we'll go to Appearance, and we'll go to Menus. And you're going to see that we have options of like headers and footers and stuff. It depends on the theme that you have. Most of them will have like the top heading menu. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new menu. All right. And we'll wait 10 minutes while it executes, and we'll just call it heading. We'll do it like this, heading menu, and I'll create the menu. All right. And now what we can do is add menu items. So if you look over here, all I have are these ones here. So I'm just going to go ahead and select them all. So contact, homepage. But obviously you would have a bunch of pages here. And you can also add custom ones. So if you want to make it like go to Google or something, you can do that as well. All right. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and select those. I'm going to add it to menu. All right, and then you can see we have primary is the one I want it on. So that should, I think, put it on the top. They might have different things written here depending on your plugin. Like usually I'm used to saying like heading or top menu or something like that. Primary is a little bit different looking. But anyway, so you can see I have these. Now, if for some reason you want to have like sub menus, you can actually go like this, and now you can see sample page is a sub menu of home page. And I can have multiple ones, so like all these are sub menus, and I could have a sub menu of that. Kind of depends on your site how you want to lay it out, but and then you can see, I'm trying to think if there's anything. No, it's not really anything of major significance. Okay, so there's the menu, and I'll hit save menu, and that will save it. And I'm going to pause it because it takes 30 years. And now if I go here and refresh it, it should hopefully have a menu. And there you go. So you see the home page has the drop down because I put sample page underneath it, and there's contact. And so by default, that's where this puts its items. Okay, but you can see we kind of are starting to basically, get this together. Let's go ahead and hit customize. Let's see if I can maybe get rid of it that way. So I'm gonna click on customize, and this is basically the WYSIWYG editor, meaning like it's the oh, you know what? Actually, I already clicked on it. It may make more sense to actually use the Elementor in this case. So we should be able, so it says you're customizing. And then we just wait. I should be loading it up. And so we should be able to click to edit this element. Let me see, theme options, site identity, main options. Text border call out. I don't really want any of that. Okay. So actually right underneath this site identity, you can see I can have a logo, which I don't currently have, but I can put one up there. The site name is Cone Me Teach, and then it says just another website, which you see on the top here. So let's go ahead and just remove that, and we'll go teach me good. All right, and it'll display both, and that'll be fine. All right, and we'll publish those. But you can play around with these settings here, and just like I said, it depends on your theme. So your theme might have different options. This one has these options, but in our case, you know, depends on what you're working with here. So let me see, theme options. I want to take this. Okay, so you can see the little pencil. I click on the pencil, heading for the blog page. I don't really want one. Can I do that? Blog layout, blog right sidebar. Let's go full width. Let's see what happens here. Come on. So it looks like that. Show blog title. Let's do that off. Turn that off too. And let's see what it says. Maybe that'll get rid of some of the stuff. It's going super duper slow. Alright, that didn't really do what I was hoping for. I was hoping to just remove you, but you don't seem to want home. I wonder if that'll change that name. That changes it. I'm just going to put, I didn't do it though. Let's do delete, and let's publish that. See if that gets rid of that. Alright. But you can play around with the settings in here. It kind of makes a difference. You're going to have to play around with this stuff. So background image, there's a background image option. You know, footers, the menus. They don't really have much options here, but it's another way of kind of working with some of that stuff. But I want to try to do something different. I'm going to try and use the Elementor, which I don't normally use, but it might give me some options here. Oh, it did get rid of it. Awesome. Okay, so that did work. So now you can see it's a lot cleaner. And that looks a lot better. Good. Alright, so I'm going to try using that other thing that we had too. So pages. And since this is the home page, we're going to go about and try to use... so normally I would do everything like I did before, where I did it in... where's my home page? There we go. And you can see it says front page, so that's basically my home page. So you should see that on it when it's up. So normally I use a site origins thing. Let's go ahead and try edit with Elementor. You might like this more. It's going to look kind of like the last thing that we did. It's going to be very, very WYSIWYG, except it's going to be even a little bit more like you can touch it and move it and stuff. I find it to be a little bit clunky, but you might like it. I think it's fine to use for like your home page, just to try and force it to look the way you want. Right, so here you go. So you can see this is what we got here. And yeah, so we got this, and let's see, what is this? Section. Oh, you can right click now. Okay. Duplicate, copy, reset, save as template, navigator. No. Okay. So we have this. Let's take... I didn't do anything there. That was weird. Okay. Oh, see, look, I already broke. Okay, so I'm going to take... Oh, it won't let me switch that section. So you can add a widget here. And the widget just means it's one of these things. So I click on that. And then I can choose how many rows I want to go across. So let's just say we do 3. Right, so now you got 3 sections. And then I click on this one, and then I can tell it what I want. So we'll just say intersection. Come on. Why are you not? Come on. that section, edit section. So let's do a text section, drag that in there. Oops, let's undo that. Click back on this guy. Okay, and I guess we just want to do text. Let's see that one. There we go. Okay, and then we'll leave that like that. Click off. Click on this one, and we'll add more text. Stick it in there, and more text. Stick it in there. And you can see that this is all working fine. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. Media library. I should only have that one picture. I'm going to reattach that. Come on. So slow. And you can see my thing changed when I changed it in the other thing there. So select this again. Ah, crap. It said medium. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Well, anyway. Okay, so that looks fine. So you could build up your site this way. This is another way of going about it. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but if I wanted to put, let's see, can I put a button? I can put it underneath. Click here. Yeah, I don't like it. It's just, I don't know. I never really use these. Not sure how to edit button. Delete. There we go. So if you right click, you can delete on it. Okay. This is another way of working. If you want to use this instead of the page layout. But yeah, so I think we have enough of an idea. So and then we'll just update that so that it's updated, and hopefully when I refresh this, it'll pop up on this one so you can see it. But yeah, so that's basically roughly it. The main thing is going to be trying to get your images and your content and everything kind of laid out. What I would highly suggest is just to experiment. You know, the more you experiment, the more you'll learn. Because the problem is that every one of these things run a little bit differently, and unless you use it a lot, you're not going to know it. So, and every theme's a little bit different. But you should have enough, I think, at this point to at least get it to look somewhat what you want it to look like. So come on, pop up. Oh, see, it didn't even. I don't know. I don't like this one. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna call that good.